Thank you. Wonderful. It's very nice to not see you this evening because I can't see a thing. I know there are people out there because I saw you all come in, but just in case you're wondering, I can see Cole Rickles right here on the front, and I can't see anyone behind him, in case anyone wonders about that going forward. I was pleased to see so many familiar faces come in just now. For those of you who have joined us several years in a row, you know that we try to host an Entrepreneurs Roundtable twice a year, once every fall and once each spring. We launched this series some years ago, and our objective was to start a conversation on campus and in the business community here about entrepreneurial leadership. We define entrepreneurship as recognizing an opportunity or a need, and then, in spite of market uncertainty and too little money, time, and talent, organizing a response to that opportunity. Entrepreneurs take action. In fact, as we've mentioned here before, the word entrepreneur is derived from the French word meaning to act. In our roundtable series over the years, we have focused on entrepreneurial opportunities across a wide range of industries, including food products, private sector, space and rocketry, veteran-led startups, information technology, and nonprofits. And each time we ask the same questions. What are the challenges that entrepreneurs face? What kind of people get involved in launching an entrepreneurial venture? Who steps up and why? Tonight, we have the pleasure of turning our spotlight on the work of our partner organization here in Huntsville. Hudson Alpha Institute for Biotechnology was founded by Jim Hudson and Lonnie McMillan to take genomics research to the next level. They embrace a big vision to conduct groundbreaking genomics research and to see it advance the human condition. So that means their work focuses on fundamental science, medical applications, agricultural applications, and the commercialization, innovation, and entrepreneurship needed to get the research out of the lab to bring about the changes in health and human welfare. From the beginning, the Hudson Alpha Complex, if you've seen it, it is spectacular. It focuses on maintaining the kind of open architecture and open culture needed to bring about the interactions needed for innovation. Since it opened its doors 6+ years ago, the research portfolio has expanded, and more than 27 associate companies have found a home there. That's truly remarkable, 27 companies. Tonight, we're going to focus on 3 of those companies and the entrepreneurs who are part of them. So let me introduce our panelists for the evening. I'll start here with Marshall Schroeder. He is the co-founder of Conversant Bio and serves as the Chief Executive Officer. Marshall has a BS in Business and Accounting from Washington and Lee University, and following graduation, he worked for several years with Wachovia Bank's private equity and leveraged finance groups, where he funded buyout, recapitalization, and expansion opportunities for healthcare, media, and telecommunications companies. He developed extensive experience structuring senior and mezzanine debt, high-yield bond and equity financing. Marshall comes from a medical family, though, and the healthcare sector held a particular appeal for him. So he left Wachovia to become the managing partner of Blue Ridge Advisors, a boutique consulting firm that provided strategic advisory services to commercial and nonprofit healthcare organizations in North Alabama. After seeing an opportunity that interested him, he pulled together a team to launch Conversant Bio. Conversant has grown to roughly 45 employees in under 8 years, and the company provides researchers around the world with hyper-annotated tissue samples so they can conduct informed, cutting-edge investigations into many of today's most problematic diseases. Let's welcome Marshall Schroeder. Gwen Fuel, at the end of the table, is our Chief Commercial Officer and co-founder of Transomic. Dr. Fuel has a PhD in neuroscience from FSU. She held postdocs at the Children's Hospital in Cincinnati and at the MD Anderson Cancer Center in Texas. She worked as a research scientist with Sigma Genesis and then joined Open Biosystems here in Huntsville. When Open Biosystems was acquired by Thermo Fisher Scientific, she opted to make a career change, and she joined 2 colleagues in launching Transomic Technologies. Transomic provides the life science research market with innovative technologies and research tools, and she'll tell us much more about that this evening. Let's welcome Gwen Fuel. And our third panelist is Randall Moradith. Yay, I got it, okay. President and Chief Executive Officer of Serena Therapeutics. Dr. Moradith received his MD from Duke University with clinical training in internal medicine and cardiovascular diseases. He received his PhD from Johns Hopkins University. He held a fellowship in cardiology at Duke and was a Howard Hughes Medical Institute Fellow in genetics at Harvard. He began his career in the pharmaceutical industry with Quintiles, the world's leading pharmaceutical services organization, where he led as the principal medical officer of the cardiovascular therapeutics group. Since then, he has embarked on a career as a serial scientist entrepreneur. He was co-founder, president, and chief operating officer of Thrombogenics, a leader in the field of thrombosis drug development, and he has served in leadership roles with Cardium Therapeutics, Renovis, and Nectar Therapeutics. He joined Serena Therapeutics in September 2010 as Chief Executive Officer here in Huntsville. Serena is advancing novel therapeutics for Parkinson's disease, cancer, inflammation, pain, and metabolic disorders using its proprietary polymer technology. Let's welcome Randall. Our fourth panelist was called away suddenly, but he wanted us to extend his apologies. It's Khurshid Anwar, who is the Executive Vice President and Chief Science Officer for Celsion Egen, and he really is sorry he's not here, and we wanted to acknowledge his willingness to participate. I want to thank the 3 of you for coming. This is fantastic. I appreciate it. I wanted to tell you sort of the lay of the land. What we'll do is start with some questions about your company, and I'll move through those questions, have each of you respond to them, and then we will shift gears and talk about sort of your role as an entrepreneur, what's motivated you, inspired you, what are the challenges, those kinds of things.